Gilded Age, 1877 to 1900. The Gilded Age was a period of rapid industrialization and economic growth in the late 19th century. This era was marked by the rise of powerful industrialists such as Andrew Carnegie, John D. Rockefeller, and J.P. Morgan, who amassed great wealth and power. At the same time, there was widespread poverty and inequality, as many workers struggled to make ends meet in the face of harsh working conditions and low wages. The period was also marked by political corruption and the rise of machine politics, in which political machines controlled local and state governments through patronage and favors. Progressive Era, 1900 to 1920. The Progressive Era was a period of social and political reform that aimed to address some of the problems of the Gilded Age. Progressive reformers sought to improve working conditions, eliminate political corruption, and promote social justice. Important progressive reforms included the establishment of child labor laws, workplace safety regulations, and the creation of the Federal Reserve System. The women's suffrage movement also gained momentum during this period, leading to the passage of the 19th Amendment in 1920, which granted women the right to vote. World War I and Roaring Twenties, 1914 to 1929. The United States entered World War I in 1917, playing a critical role in the Allied victory. The war resulted in significant social and economic changes in the country, including increased government intervention in the economy and changes in gender roles. The post-war period, known as the Roaring Twenties, was marked by economic prosperity and cultural change. The country experienced a boom in consumerism and mass entertainment, including the rise of jazz music, flapper fashion, and the popularity of movies and radio. Great Depression and New Deal, 1929 to 1941. The stock market crash of 1929 marked the beginning of the Great Depression, a period of severe economic hardship that lasted throughout the 1930s. Unemployment soared, businesses failed, and many people lost their homes and life savings. In response, President Franklin D. Roosevelt launched the New Deal, a series of programs and policies designed to stimulate economic recovery and provide relief to those in need. The New Deal included the creation of public works projects, such as the Civilian Conservation Corps and the Works Progress Administration, as well as social welfare programs like Social Security. World War II and Cold War, 1941 to 1991. The United States entered World War II in 1941 following the attack on Pearl Harbor by Japan. The country played a key role in the Allied victory, and the war had a significant impact on American society and the global order. After the war, the United States emerged as a superpower and a leader of the Western world. The country was engaged in a global struggle against communism during the Cold War, which lasted from the late 1940s to the early 1990s. The Cold War was marked by a series of proxy wars, including the Korean War and the Vietnam War, as well as arms races and the threat of nuclear war. The period also saw significant social and political changes in the United States, including the civil rights movement and the emergence of the counterculture. Recent history, 1991 present. The end of the Cold War in 1991 marked a significant turning point in American history. The United States emerged as the world's sole superpower, but also faced new challenges, including terrorism and globalization. In 2001, the terrorist attacks of September 11 had a profound impact on American society and foreign policy. The country launched a global war on terror, including military interventions in Afghanistan and Iraq. The United States also faced economic challenges in the 21st century, including the 2008 financial crisis and the ongoing problem of income inequality. In recent years, there has been increased polarization and political divisions in the country, as well as debates over issues such as immigration, gun control, and climate change. The election of Barack Obama as the first African American president in 2008 marked a historic moment in American history. During his presidency, Obama pursued a number of domestic and foreign policy initiatives, including the passage of the Affordable Care Act and the withdrawal of U.S. troops from Iraq. In 2016, Donald Trump was elected president, ushering in a period of political upheaval and controversy. His administration was marked by a series of high-profile controversies, including investigations into Russian interference in the 2016 election, his impeachment by the House of Representatives, and the handling of the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2020, the country was rocked by widespread protests and unrest following the killing of George Floyd by police officers in Minneapolis. The protests brought issues of systemic racism and police brutality to the forefront of national attention and led to calls for reform. The history of the United States is a complex and multifaceted story that is marked by significant social, political, and economic changes. From the early colonial period to the present day, the country has experienced a series of challenges and triumphs that have shaped its identity and place in the world. While there have been moments of great progress and achievement, there have also been periods of conflict, inequality, and hardship. Nevertheless, the United States remains a beacon of democracy and freedom, and its history continues to inspire and inform the world.